Hi guys, welcome back to What's on My Plate. So for tonight, I'm making an appetizer, stuffed mushrooms. They're absolutely delicious. You're gonna love it. They are so easy and quick to make with not that many ingredients. And this is the only way I make my stuffed mushrooms. So let's get started. Okay, to get started with these stuffed mushrooms, we're gonna need 5 pieces of bacon. So go ahead and start cooking the bacon in your skillet, and then we will remove the bacon, put it on a paper towel to absorb the oil, but the juices we're going to leave in the pan, and we're going to add butter to it, and then we're going to start sauteing everything. So I'm just going to let my bacon cook and we'll get to the next step. Okay, here is a medium to large onion diced very finely, not too fine, but you know, just dice up your onion. And then I have 3 cloves of minced garlic over here, and we're going to need breadcrumbs, and we need some butter, and of course the mushrooms. So we're going to get to those steps next. Okay, so I removed my bacon, I set it aside. I'm going to chop the bacon up after it cools, but we're working on the mushrooms now. So these are white mushrooms. I have 2 packs here. I did have 3, but I used the other pack the other day. So basically this recipe is like for 24 mushrooms, and they could be smaller than this. Okay, so you need mushrooms with the stem. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove all the stems. Just push it and it pops right out. And we're just going to wipe down the stem, and we're going to chop all the stems. And then just leave the mushroom on the side for now. And that's the next step. Also, my bacon grease is in here, and I put a 1/3 cup of butter in here to melt. I'm going to just leave it on the side because I need to get my mushroom stems chopped first. Okay, so I removed all the mushroom stems, and I'm just going to start chopping them up just like this. And just cut them in little pieces. Just keep chopping them. And I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to show you a very, very great thing about the mushrooms. So you can take these mushrooms, right? You took the stem out, you wiped them down. But when you stuff mushrooms, this is a huge tip. You remove the skin. So you remove all the skin off the mushroom, and this is how the mushrooms are going to be absolutely delicious. Besides, you know, what we're putting in, this is the difference between being kind of gummy or like mouth-watering mushrooms. So that is my tip for you. Just peel the skin. So I'm going to finish chopping this, and then we're going to start sauteing everything in the butter and the bacon juice. So here's all my chopped up mushroom stems. I have my onion, I have my garlic, and I'm going to start chopping my bacon, and I'm just going to finish peeling my mushrooms, and we're going to start sauteing. Okay, so in my skillet here's the bacon juice and the butter. And I'm just going to get some of the bacon bits off the bottom here. And the butter just has to melt. Okay, and then what we're going to do here is we're going to add our onion. So here's my onion. We're going to saute the onion and the stems of the mushroom together. Okay. And it's probably going to saute for about a few minutes, like maybe 5 minutes or less. We just want the onions to get a little translucent. So I'm just going to saute this here. And then I will, after the 5 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and add the garlic in here. And then we just need some breadcrumbs, and we need the bacon. So I'm going to go ahead and chop the bacon while this is sauteing. Okay, so now it's been about close to 5 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my garlic in. and my bacon. Okay, so blend this, and I don't think I said, but you need to cook the mushroom stems and the onion on like a low heat because we don't want them to drink all the butter. So just keep this on here now. Mix this up here for about 30 seconds or so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add a half a cup of Italian style breadcrumbs. So that was the next step. So this is just going to be a 30-second thing here. And then we'll add the breadcrumbs. You basically can shut it off now. And then we start adding the breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs are here to drink up all the leftover butter and bacon juice. So just sprinkle this all over the top. If you feel like you've already added enough breadcrumbs, just don't add the whole thing. You just want it to absorb all the butter. And if it's done that already with less breadcrumbs, then you don't need the whole thing. Okay, so just blend this together. Look how good that looks. So I'm going to just set this aside. So I used, I'm just going to put the rest in. So it's a half a cup of breadcrumbs. Okay, and then just set this aside. The oven's, the stovetop is off. Preheat your oven to 375. And then I'm going to show you my mushrooms. I have them on a baking sheet, so I'll show you that next. They are on a piece of foil. The foil is greased. I'm going to use my vegetable spray here, and I'm going to spray the top of all the mushrooms. Okay, and then what you do is you just basically flip them all over now, and we're going to start stuffing them. And they're going to go in a 375-degree oven for approximately 25 to 30 minutes. And you can definitely make these ahead of time. Like the night before, you can make the whole stuffing that goes inside. You can get all your mushrooms, put them in a big Ziploc bag, and they'll stay nice and fresh. And this recipe, again, yields about 24 mushrooms, but I wound up using my other pack. But yeah, this is my stuffed mushroom recipe. I know you guys are going to love it. So let me get this stuffed now, and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so you just get your mushroom, and you take the stuffing part, and you just push it in. See? Just like that. And stuff it as much as you can. And then just keep doing each one of them. So just a big heaping spoonful. So these are my mushrooms. So I'm just going to finish these. I'm going to get them in the oven for 25 minutes or 30. I'll just gauge it when I open up the oven and see what they look like. So I think 25 minutes should be enough. Okay, so here's my stuffed mushrooms. They smell absolutely delicious. So thank you so much for watching what's on my plate. Enjoy.